Hello, my name is Sebastian and we do today left joins. Left joins are the most common types when it comes to joins in SQL or PostgreSQL commands. So the left join is the one which we are looking into. So that we understand the concept, I prepared now here a small one. So we just select everything in our sales table, just 3 rows. I run it here already, but we will do it again. So we have here our ID, a transaction date, a brand ID, a product, and an amount. But what we have here actually is just a product ID. It's just a number. And we have a second table. This is our products. Let us have here a look inside. So here we have again a product ID and then really the product name and the category. So what you often see is that you have in one table information which can be combined with another table. And this is actually what the join function does. So we are searching for unique values which we can combine from one table to another one, and then we are appending the actual table which we have. Sounds difficult, but it's actually super easy to make. Because in practice, it's often that you have these structures, that you have many different tables, you want to combine it into something new. You want then not to create a table with 100 columns, but you want to extract then something just like the date, and you want to have the products or the brands and something like all the countries. So every time when you can use these IDs, which are then something in Power BI we would say primary keys and foreign keys, then we can use the joins, and this is what we do now. Okay, so for our sales table, we know that we also have a products table, which we can use the product ID to say, okay, when here's product ID 1, we want to have also the information out of the products table, what its product ID is, which product it is, and which category. So at first, we select everything from the sales table. At next, we open the join. So mostly it is the left join. And here is our products table. So we say left join, products table. And now for differentiation, what I mostly do is I say that this is my table A. So from sales A, left join, products B. Later then you can name it also different, like you wish. You can name it also FGHI or anything you wish. Mostly I do A and B to have a little bit an overview, but when you have then more and more joins, so you are not combining just in our case now here 2 tables, you are combining 3 tables, 4 tables, then it would be also good when you make here another naming convention that you know where it came from. So left join, products B, and then we have to say where it comes from, on. And this on command is now used to say which column we use to combine both. In our case, it would be the product ID. When we want to put our brands table together with this table, then we would use the brand ID, and then we would have here, for instance, then the brands. Okay, so at first we want to say but here now our products on, and now it comes something. So a dot product ID. So this is our naming convention, and check the product ID in this table, and this should be equal to our other table B product ID, and that's it. So what we now will do, we will have everything from both tables, and we limit this to 3 at the moment. So we can then have just the first 3 entries. Let's run this. Okay, so where's now my mouse trigger here? Here we can. Okay, first table, sales ID, transaction ID, brand ID, product ID, amount. Okay, and our second table, which is now on the product ID joined, is now also that we have here the product name and the category. So this is now a real long or a real big table already. So mostly what you want to do, you just have to want some columns out of this. So for instance, we could say we just want to have the a.sale ID from sales, and we want also from our second table the product name. Let's see, it's coming out. Oh, sorry, typo. Product name. Okay, great. Now we have just from our first table sale ID, the sale ID, and from our second table B, the product name. Great. So actually we combined now both, but we have now did the result a little bit different in that way that we are just looking, okay, for these certain amount of columns. And every time when you want now another column from any certain table, you will just write just from which table it comes from, even from table sales, which is our A, or from table B. And this goes then on. When you put in a C table, then it comes here C. So we do now also, we want the category also. Let's see if it's working. Oh, great. Okay, good. In this case, we want now also the amount. We just don't limit it now. So for each amount, we want to know which product name it was actually. Okay, very different ones we have here. Okay, and now I could say, okay, for each product, I want to know which revenue I have. And this is now simple to make, because we say sum amount. We want to summarize the amounts on the different product names. Let's do this. Okay. That we have here also B product name. Remember please from the previous videos, every time when we use an aggregate function, we have to use a group by function. Let's do this. Okay, so we have now our different products and the different revenues. Okay, to have it a little bit better ordered, we could also now say order by sum a dot amount descending. So we want to know, okay, what is here our best product, which revenue it took. And when you have millions of entries, here will be then also some useful information out of this. What we can now also do, we had here now the product names. Let's try it with another thing. This would be then the category. B dot category. Just change it here. The group by also category. Let's see. Okay. Oh, category machine learning. The highest revenue, NLP. The second highest. And what is here? Business intelligence, BI. Oh yeah, not so useful in our example data. So this is how you can use first the joins to create a new table as an output. You don't change anything in the underlying tables, you just change your output, and then you can categorize this and then sum it up. Okay, Good. What else we could do? We could also join another one, and this is what we do. So we put this away to make even more useful data. So we want to have the amount and the category. We want from the first table also our brand ID. Let's see. Okay, brand IDs we have here a little bit. Okay, some customers. Good. So as you can see here now, we have in our brands table also a brand ID and a name. So why not to combine this also? So we put another join on it. Does it work? Yes, of course. So first we combine these two tables on the left join on, so sales and products on the product ID. And now we want to combine also on top of it our brand table. This we name C now, or no, when it let me C, and then we use here again a dot brand ID because it is inside. You see, yeah, there is something, and we have this also in our C table. So brand ID again. Okay, and now we want also from our C table our name. So, or we could do C.Stern, C.star. Let's see what is coming here. Aha. Okay, not that we make it directly and you don't see the overview. So what we had still, amounts, brand IDs, categories, so the combination of our first table. And then what we combine now also as the third one is the brands table. And the brands table have also our customers here, brand name and country. Great. And we want just to have the brand name. Was it brand name? Yes, brand name. Let's see, it's better overviewed. Okay, great. And yeah, what we could do, what are our best customers? Do we want to know this? We should. So we have now just to change that. Okay, we don't need the category anymore. We don't need a brand ID. We want just to summarize our amounts under certain brand names. So we do here again the sum, a.amount, that's the first part, and then we use the group by, and then we use c.brand name. Let's run this, and here we have our summarization of our customers. For sure we want to order this by sum a.amount in a descending order. As we learned also in another video, you could also, as it is 1, 2, so you could also, okay, I want to by 1 descending, it's the same result. Okay, and with this we could also say as revenue total. So with the as, we will give it a new name, running total, revenue total, and the brands. Change it. One more, averaging. Does this with a round averaging on 2 decimals. That's average total. See? Okay. There we go. AI Solutions Ltd. This is our best customer. Neural networks, global analytics. And who's the one which is here? Code Crafters. Okay. Nice name. Fantasy names by an LLM. Okay, good. So, but in the end, you see joins, mostly left joins is used There are also other types, right joins, inner joins, but mostly left joins are used. You can combine different tables on a certain key, which could be a number or a certain name or something like this, which you can create, and then you can combine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever amount of tables with this command: left join, products table on, and then the key. I hope you learned something, and please like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in some other video which I constantly will upload. Enjoy!